It's a Halloween time, which means witches, goblins, and ghosts upon us. But tomorrow, after trick or treat, they're gonna leave our world. However, there are a few properties in Toronto where ghosts decided to stay. Watch this video to the end, and I'll show you 3 most famous haunted houses in our beautiful city. Hi, welcome to Living, Selling, Buying and Renting in Toronto YouTube channel with the real estate accent. My name is Oleg Lakrits. I'm realtor with Sutton Group-Admiral Realty and I'm working in this beautiful city. Well, enough about me. Let's get back to the pictures. Okay, so this is the number 1 haunted house in Toronto. It's called Mackenzie House. It's open to the public because it's museum of our first rebel mayor, William Mackenzie. He did a lot for this beautiful city. He did a lot for Canada. And he used to live in this house. This is back, and it's a parking. And we're going to the front to see how this house looks. This is more newer part. Okay, let me stand. It's part of the museum, but we're going to the original house. Actually, this parking lot at that time didn't exist because you could see this gray wall. This is the original wall of the house. It was a row houses, so it was the big row of the houses, and this remaining of the much bigger structure. And this is number 1 proven haunted mansion in Toronto. It's located on a Bond Street between Dundas and Shutter, Young behind me, and Church Street over there. And this is the, you can see here, this is Mackenzie House. It's recorded that different paranormal activities occurred here. Okay, it's gonna be busy side of the street. Let's go on another side. What's recorded that there are 2 ghosts appeared in this building, and one of them is believed to be a ghost of the William Lyon Mackenzie itself. Just long, old, grumpy man figure appeared sometimes, and especially in his bedroom. Also, there is a long-haired, tall woman. Some caretakers of the museum saw her, and one claimed that that ghost of long-haired woman slapped him. Also, it's recorded that sometimes it becomes noisy without any reason, and sometimes the old printing material machines on the lower level starts making printing noises. The stories was very famous about this house, that it's haunted. So in 1960s, Archbishop of Toronto tried to do exorcism here, but the paranormal activity persists. And a little bit later, the owner of the building was make generous gift to the city of Toronto, and the city of Toronto decided to make a museum of rebel mayor William Mackenzie, and one of the part of the agreement with the city stated that the ghost, inventor of the ghost, goes to the city balance. So this is Liam Mackenzie House. Yeah, the people is very friendly in Toronto. And this is number 1 ghost house in Toronto. You could go to this museum and check it by yourself, but Be prepared to see something surreal. Welcome to number 2 haunted mansion in Toronto. It's called Massey Hall or the haunted cake house. Uh, it's located on Jarvis Street between Wellesley and about Charles. This building. It's part of the Massey Mansion, the mansion of the one of the wealthiest and richest family in Toronto. It was built in 19th century, I believe, from end of 1860s, and this is just remaining part of the whole mansion. You could see the other structures a little bit more younger, but this is actually the original part, and it's famous for its own ghost stories. And one of the stories is about the ghost of the maid of Lorraine Macy. When the Lorraine Macy died, the maid was very disappointed and sorrow, so she came to the second floor and hanged herself to the death from the railings of the staircases. Uh, Another legend says that it was some affairs, but who knows what happened at that time. But since that, it was reported that sometimes people see the woman's shadow and the woman figure hanging from the staircases from the second floor. Sometimes people also working in this mansion sometimes hear the kids' voices around the same place, around the staircases, like kids playing. Uh, so that's the story about this house. Very beautiful architectural structure, very beautiful example of Victorian style, I believe. Also, great steakhouse, so please visit. Even if you don't see any ghosts or paranormal activity, I'm sure you will enjoy the very friendly staff and the great kitchen. And we are going to the another place. This is Hunting House of Toronto number 3. This is actually a building, and the people who used to live here didn't make this choice to live here. It was done by the criminal court verdict. This place, it's in famous old Don jail, and it was notorious prison. Conditions were very hard. People were suffering here, even by the standards of that time. Uh, just to give you more suspense, in this jail, death penalties were executed till the last minute when it was abolished by the Canadian law. When this jail was turned into administration of Bridgepoint Hospital, it was some renovation, and in an area of this jail, we found unmarked graves with the remains of the cellmates. So no wonder that people who working here reporting some screams, some noise of suffering people, and also it was reported a ghost of the woman who finished her life in this jail by suicide because she couldn't keep up with the harsh conditions in this jail. The central part, it was administration of the jail, and now it's administrative part, and the wings were actually where the cells for inmates were located. One wing was for the woman, and another one, hello, and another one was for the man. Now it's administration of the Bridgepoint Hospital. Very friendly people working here, but This place still in the notes of the most haunted places in Toronto, Ontario. So this is very interesting figure. Just oh, I showed you three haunted houses, most famous haunted houses in Toronto, and I want to add something to this video. I want to tell the story that happened to me. Um, it happened actually that way on the east side, and before that and after that, I never experienced something similar. It was one end of September days. I was showing one property on this site. Uh, my clients were a little bit late, and by the end of the showings, I realized that I stuck because the traffic started. And I have a choice. I could sit in the car for probably 1.5 hours or do something in the area and then very fast drive home on empty streets. So I decided to take a look on some listings around, especially I have other clients who were interested in a little bit different type of the properties, and something similar exactly came to the market. So I decided to go and inspect the property, take a look on this. For your understanding, this area, it was houses that were built at the start of the 20th century, so most of them at the time were 100 years or a little bit older, but it's well-established area, and they were renovated from top to the bottom, and actually already a few times for the area. So very nice, very good established area. The property that I was going to inspect was the mixed-use property, because it comes to the major street, and the first floor was turned into studio, and the upper floor was livable space. The property was vacant. It was a few days on the market, and I came to check it. It was as I already mentioned, end of September days, when nice warm day, a little bit sunny, but it was around 5 p.m. And here in Toronto, around in late September, start October, it's very, very fast changing from the daylight to the actually to the night. When the dark comes, it's very fast, and it's usually around 5 to 6. So please keep this in mind. So I went this property. I got a key. I opened the door. Property is empty, and it's on the shadow side of the street anyway. Plus, it starts changing to the dark, to the night. So it wasn't a lot of light inside the building. So I turned the light. I checked the first floor, and it's common for me. I always go to the basement first, and then I inspect the third floor. It's my habit. It's my custom. So I went to the basement. The basement was unfinished. It was typical old Toronto basement. It was for the full height, but the floor was grounded. It's very common in that area and for the older houses. That's how they build it. And everything was nice. Electricity was working, no problem, no flickering. Uh, Totally empty, totally no furniture, nothing. So I inspect the basement. I was checking for leaks, for the signs of the coming water. So everything was nice, dry basement because it was raining before. So I checked that, perfect. And I come back to the first floor and decided to inspect the third floor, upper floor. Sorry, it's not the third, it's upper floor, it was second floor. Sorry, my mistake. And I went to the stairs, and just before stairs, I feel something unusual. I feel like somebody stopped me. Uh, Something like in my guts told me, no, you can't do it. Honestly, it didn't stop me at that time, and I put my foot on a step and start walking by the stairs. And on the third step, when I did the third step, I got very, very strange feeling. Um, I wasn't scared. I wasn't. It was like horror or something. But every cell of my body were screaming, "Stop! Go away! Stop! Go away!" Uh, well, I'm pretty big guy, and not a lot of people could scare me easier. But I wasn't scared, but something unusual. I never experienced this in my life. And I come back, I turn the lights, I get out from this apartment, this house. I close the door, and as soon as I do walk away a few steps from the house, I come back to my normal feelings. It wasn't something strange. The lights were not flickering. It wasn't like suddenly everything was dark. No, everything was the same. I analyzed a lot after it happened. All my drive home was silent, and I was thinking about this experience because it was so unusual and so surreal for me. I don't know what happened. Uh, the only thing that I could add that I had feeling at that time that something was looking for me and expecting me. They were waiting. They or something were waiting for me to come to upstairs, and another force stopped me to do it. I don't know what it was. My intuition, my gut feeling. I prefer to call it my guardian angel. Thank you for him. I believe in this. Never again it happened to me. I've been in different houses. I've been in houses where the people passed away. Uh, in the older houses, nothing never happened to me. I've been in a different haunted places, famous places with the tours. Nothing happened to me, but it was really different that I experienced every day. I didn't share the story much, but I don't know, maybe because of uh, this building and Halloween time. and I decided to share this story with you. Please comment this, give me your idea what could stop me there and what could happen. And maybe you experience something like this. It would be very interesting to hear from you. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. I hope information that I shared with you was interesting and helpful for you. And if you still have questions about this topic or any other area of wonderful Toronto real estate living, and if you're planning to make your move on Toronto real estate market in the next 100 days by buying, selling, renting, or putting for rent or sell your property, please give me a call, shoot me a text, send me a mail, or leave a comment under this video, and we will talk for half an hour over Zoom about how you could achieve your real estate goals in the most safe, secure, and lucrative for you way. Please don't forget to like or dislike this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Otherwise, you're gonna miss my next videos. And please help me by leaving a comment, as your suggestions and advice are very, very helpful for me. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next time.